Hello, 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 hello. How are we doing? How are we doing? I'm Exodus, and this is the Exodus Automotive channel. Good morning, good morning, good morning. How are we doing? Bringing you another video. Maybe we could help. But before we get started, this is the Exodus Automotive channel, where we do things simply, safely, diligently. Yes, get no. Um, we do auto repairs. Now, my thing is that if I could help you, I'm going to try to help you, whether technician or customer, in some which way. Today, we are going to be working on a Lexus GS300, a 2001. There will be variable things that we are going to be doing to this vehicle. Water pump, timing belt, thermostat, valve cover gasket, serpentine belt. Um, yeah, we're going to be doing resealing as much of the oil leaks as possible on this vehicle here. Um, the timing belt has not been done since 2004, according to the records of the vehicle. So we are going to be replacing the timing belt. But I'm going to say this now, this is not a job for someone who is not mechanically inclined. We are working with the timing belt. This timing belt also uses the variable valve timing actuator. That is setting a different type of timing with the timing belt and so forth. If you make a mistake, it can cost you your motor. So I am saying it now out loud, where to say that everyone knows this is not for your occasional fix. If you are not familiar with what you are doing, do not attempt this job. I'm not saying that with a little guidance it cannot be done. I'm just saying that this one here is very technical when it comes down to the timing. Everything else, as we go along, you will see that is relatively, but breaking it down and putting it back together, good stuff. But when it comes to the timing, removing the timing belt and putting the timing belt on this particular motor, the 3.0 with the variable valve actuator, cam actuator, it gets a little tricky. All right. So just saying. Other than that, water pump, everything. We're gonna have to remove the radiator and so forth. Also, the throttle body is one of those big one that covers over the valve cover gaskets. Yeah. So, um, yeah, let's get them cracking. I'll try to see if we can get as much footage as possible. First things first, we're going to start with is that we need to get to the valve cover gaskets. Naturally, I'm going to start from the top and work my way down, and from the back of the motor to the front of the motor. I think that should be easiest. I've been pondering all morning which way to start. It's been probably about 10 years since I've done one of these timing belts, so bear with me. Yeah, okay. I may move, but I will try to make sure that say you see it. It may get a little voiceover throughout the video as well. Whatever, you know, we missed. Okay, with that. Exodus, let's get started. Okay, here industrial box. I disconnect your negative. Yeah. Also, alternator on this bad boy here. You have a 10 millimeter here. All right, let's lift that. Unplug this solenoid here. Okay, mass airflow sensor. All right, so now this wiring comes over. We're gonna wanna separating from there. This hose here. Let's see if we can get them off on up here. Oh, miraculously, it didn't break. It came off on both ends. Yes. All right. Uh, yeah. Let's get our forks, because so we have a lot of clips. This one is going to be the one for the day, the favorite, when it comes down to Toyotas. All right. So our wire is disconnected from this area here. This guy here comes up. Now, let's move that hose here. Okay. 2 10s hold the box. 3 10s, one directly right here. Okay. 3 10s. Now you have a hose here. You could just break that off there. Nothing else attached. Just lift and pull. Oh, oh yeah, this has been a while. This has been a while. WD-40. Smooth side fork. Okay. Nice. There we go. I remove this box here. So now this area here is clear. Yes? Okay. Let's get to this bad boy up top here now. The throttle body itself. Yes, we have some wire. There's a plug on this side, naturally. Toyota. Brake. A clip here. There's one on the bottom here. That takes care of that. Now, let's do this. Because this thing is going to come off in like... Okay, we have a coolant line here. Yes. We have a coolant line back here. Our cable. Push it back. That's our cable. This is a breather here. This one here, hard as a rock. Okay. Unplug him here. Okay. This cable. Alright. It's a double-sided nut. Got a nut on this side and a nut on this side. 14 it is. 2 wrenches. Crack him open. Just enough wear to save. Now, if you look, there's a tab on this side here. Now, this is the one that say you're going to move back here. This guy back here. Just loosen it. See it? That's your cable there. Alright. Now you can just move them over here. Put them on that side there like that. Alright. So now your PCV holds. Brittle. Now there's two ways you can go about it. You could try to take it up. Out of the PCV, or you could just wiggle it free and turn them like this until you could get better results. All right, put your screw back, you don't lose it. Okay, so upper half, you have a plug back here. Okay, this guy right here, short elbow, very, very short. All right, come around this way. One, two, three, four. Maybe 5, 6, 12 millimeter. Start with the two in the center, 12 millimeter, 1/4 inch. Okay, now you have one on the bottom here. Yeah, let's see if we can reach him. So I'm going to use a 12 millimeter flex head wrench to get down there. Let's see, here we go. You don't have to move the whole entire intake. My wrench is not fitting. Nope. Well, maybe. Let's see. Okay. What I'm going to suggest is to make sure that the wrench is sitting, flushly onto this nut. And they all should relatively be hand tight after that. Okay. So you have a bracket right here. Yeah, 2 bolts, 4 of them. Right, you could take them from here or you could leave them on the head. So I'm gonna opt to remove them. Okay, that's one, and the next one is right here. Okay. Okay. So that's two 12s down the bottom. This wire harness is connected to it right here. Let's see if we could pop him off. There we go. Nice. Okay. Now, you see him? He does move. Okay. Right here. There's a hose here. Yeah.
I thought they looked a little peculiar too, but they're much better than anything else.
Okay. So it is also a coolant line. All right. So there's a little bit more to it than this, so, but I want to have it free. Okay. So the two coolant lines is basically what's holding it now. This one and this one here. So I'm going to disconnect. Um, I should have drained it, the coolant first, but where we sit right now, so let's just clamp him off because the clamp on this hose here is facing downwards. We'd like to come this way, tilt him, and so forth. So let's clamp off this guy first, and then we can pull him back. All right. Now let's see if our theory is right. Oh, see, I'm leading you astray and I didn't even realize it. Okay, this guy here is attached. Uh, two vacuum lines and one single one. So now we can either, I don't want this thing to break, you know. Let's see if we could take it off. Nice. Okay. Um, I don't know which way it's gonna go, but I don't want it to break. just like that. Get a little turn on there. Yeah. Let's see. Okay. Okay. Nice. Yeah. Okay. So now you have, let's see. Okay. Move that. So here we have our vacuum lines, these two vacuum lines here. All right. We just disconnect this guy from up here. All right. This is our plug. He stays back here. All right. So we just disconnect these two vacuum lines, and hopefully, yeah, you see it? It'll come free then. All right. Rebice. I wonder if it will break loose. Let's see. Yeah. 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 Not cool. Okay. The bracket. Okay. There's one on the bottom. Mm, that's the stubborn one. Come on, buddy. There you go. Okay. I don't want it to make a mess. All right. All right. Now with the throttle body out of our way, we should be able to move this guy right here. But it still feel like there's something holding him. Yeah. One side. Yeah, it still feel like there's something holding him. Ah, okay. There's a vacuum line underneath it. Yeah. There's a vacuum line underneath it. That's why he wouldn't come forward. Okay. All right. Okay. Turn that. Move this guy over. This guy is gonna move over. This wire harness here. We need all of this guy to move over. Yeah. Hmm. We have an Allen key right here. We have a plug. Okay. He doesn't look like he goes very far. So turn. Yeah, he doesn't go very far. Got a clip right here. Okay. Unplug him. Okay. And our alternator wire. And there's I believe they are O2 sensor. It's where the O2 sensors connect to the wire harness. All right. So let's unplug this guy. Okay. Alternator. And I see one more down the bottom there. Toyota. Okay. And we have our. Okay. You're not seeing me, but I'm following the wire harness here. This is the one end of it. It goes to right here. And the other end is right to the alternator and two sensors around the back of the alternator. Yeah. So, okay. Here we are. And this is him. So now we'll just move this Allen key and we'll be able to shift him over. We're going to have to unplug him from here. And there's a 10 millimeter bolt right behind this. Okay. Let me show you real quick. So you have the wire harness. Yeah. Allen key. I think it's a 4 millimeter. Comes down. And everything else goes to the alternator. Yeah. So you have a 10 millimeter bolt right here behind. Yeah. And this clamp piece right here. Now I think that should give us enough space where to say that it will free up right here, because this is what we need to move right here so that we can get to that bolt right there. All right. Give me 1 second. Let me go get the Allen key. 5 millimeter. Okay. Now our ignition coil wires. I will say spray them, but this is a Toyota, so it will be absolutely pointless. Just know that it's, yeah, they're gonna break. Yes, and you have something in the, like a little clip piece here in the, okay. And there's another one, but So you have that. Okay. All right. And one last one here. Now, you know it's a Toyota, and you know that they're gonna break. Yes. Let's get this guy down. Okay. And this 10 millimeter back here. I'll tell you something. Remove your dipstick. Yeah. This way you don't accidentally break it. Alright. So coolant hose will soon drain him. How does that look for you to do the valve cover? Okay. Move the 10. Take him off that bracket. Move the 10 behind here. Unplug your actuator here. Yeah. See him? Once you unplug it, he's open. Now, I got one for you. This guy here. Alright. Got him. You don't have to disturb this guy. It's perfectly open right now. What you want to do now is this. Your spark plug wires. Now, if you are not planning on replacing your spark plug wires, yes. Now there is one coil, two coil, three coils. Three coils, but there are 6 wires. Yes, you have to really and truly pay attention to it. So this is number 1. Yes, you have to pay attention to where they go. So what I'm gonna do is this. I'm gonna pull up the ones that okay. These are important. All right. Oh, they are leaking. Now, this guy here. All right. Now, with these 3 here being up like this, all right, so that you don't confuse yourself, yes, what you can do is this. You see how it is? Remember that this one is number 1 and it goes here. Yeah, you can unplug the others, right? 1 second. This is going to be a hell of a video. There's so much involved. So you unplug the rest of them. Yeah. Try to keep them into the same format, right? So you have just like that. Come to the center. Okay. Okay. Remember, say number one is here. 10 millimeter down the line. Okay. Let's start this side. Got some little brackets. Okay. Coil. Coil. Remove the extension. Okay. That's 3 coils. Ooh. This is number one. You can mark them if you like. Yes. What I do is I set them up there in the order. You see the oil leaking. Yeah. This valve cover. Yeah. Okay. All right. So now the valve cover, your spark plugs, everything open. Yeah. You can get to all 6 spark plugs now, and the valve cover is ready to be removed. These valve covers are hand tight. Wow. Uh-huh. Let's see if, okay, this, we got one back here. All right. Let me shine the light down here for a second. Oh, that looks really bad. What the hell is this? Looked like a rodent was living in there. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Okay. Okay. I think that's it. Yeah. Passenger side. Ah, we still got one more. Valve cover. Driver side, valve cover gasket.